When I finished my engineering school in France, I went back to Morocco, started working as an engineer, production engineer in an industrial company here. And basically, I found out that when you are an engineer, you know how the engine works, but you don't know where the boat should head. So I decided that going for an MBA was a very important step for me for the future. So I applied for scholarship, and to be honest, at that time, a person from Abidis told me about this great program, but I was not aware how prestigious it was. So for me, it was, I have to confess, it was a purely financial motive. It just changed my life. And this is where, from that time, I had this, my new mantra is, the sky is the limit. And that's really the American way of looking at things. My name is Ahmed Reda Chami, and I had the chance to be awarded the Fulbright Scholarship back in 1987. I applied to different universities, and Columbia was one of the universities, and I was accepted at Columbia, and I had to make the choice. I couldn't really make up my mind, and finally California, was the reason why I ended up at UCLA. Very stimulating environment. The case studies in the MBA program are real life case studies that go from the crisis, the missile crisis in Cuba, in human resource management, and you go to strategy, and you go on Boeing and Airbus and McDonnell Douglas that doesn't exist anymore. So really, and you have such bright people surrounding you, and more than that, these people come from different backgrounds, from different experiences, because as you know, the MBA, the top MBA schools in the US don't accept people without experience. So you come with your experience. So when we are discussing cases, well, everyone brings to the table his own or her experience. Having that MBA helped me get a job at Microsoft. Basically, after 2 years being a distributor, they offered me a job, and I became the general manager for Northwest Africa, and spent 11 years with them. I was doing fine there, really. It was, business was booming, the benefits were great, but I just noticed that Morocco was changing so fast, because King Mohammed VI came into power, and he launched so many initiative projects. And one day I woke up and I said, well, I can't be out of this. I have to come back. Became a minister back in 2007, Minister of Industry, Commerce, New Technologies, ambassador in Belgium for the European Union, and now chairman of the Social, Economic and Environmental Council. But what I can say really is, if there is something that is common to all these experiences, is the way I behave, the way I tackle things. And this comes back to my earlier, comments about how Americans, cope with things, this American way of life, although we are in Morocco, but it's cultural. It's the thing that the sky is the limit. If you have the chance to do it, just do it. It will be the best experience of your whole life. It will open so many doors, and you will be grateful for the rest of your life.